This is the agenda for today, which we'll try to keep to. And I'm just going to say a few things at the beginning. Steve Dick is going to talk about hot water. Doug Prest will talk about solar electric. And then little bits of additional information we will add. And we have one other person, Dave Estelle, who has his own company of solar electric. Talk just for a couple of minutes. And then we hope to have a discussion. What we'd hope is, if possible, that unless you have questions that you just don't understand, if we could keep the questions to the end, it would be helpful, just to try to keep the pace going and get through the agenda. We've got a lot to talk about. Next, please. John.
Charles?
Yes.
Is that information going to go on the website or anything?
The information about the contacts? Yes, yeah. Yes. We'll make sure that that goes on the website. Yeah, very good point. Want to encourage everybody to go to the website. It's goingcarbonneutral.ca. W, obviously. Just a quick reminder that our three strategies in trying to become carbon neutral in this village are, first of all, to try to reduce our emissions. That means reducing the energy we use. It means tightening up our homes. And we've had a couple of excellent workshops on that very idea of conservation. That's the cheapest, it's the most effective, and it's the most important thing that we can all do something with. You know, we can turn the thermostat down, we can change light bulbs, we can tighten up, we can lower the do a few things. But what we're talking about today is the second one, which is to replace the energy that is carbon energy, carbon CO2 emitting energy like oil and gas and electricity, and replace it with green, renewable, non-polluting energy. And then the third, of course, is to absorb and to plant more trees, and that's the third plank in our strategy to hope to get ourselves in balance. I think a lot of you already picked up this leaflet that was at the front. We have this published. That's also on the website. The website, again, is up there, and you can download that whole report there. It's an excellent report. It was actually donated by other people in Peterborough who'd done it for a group there, didn't have the funding to publish it. We got some funding from the Ministry of the Environment in Ontario, and so it has a lot of information. And Richard Lay, who's a resident here, his firm Intermodal Engineering, the top engineering firm doing this kind of work in alternative energy and energy conservation, they went through it, they corrected it, they footnoted it. It's a very good source of basic information, and it includes this page on solar energy, which is the topic today. So there are a few installations in the village already, quite a few, a lot more than I've shown here. The most recent one being my own place. Hard to see, but actually this now, as of a few days ago, is black. So this is all clear glass, and Steve Dick, our first speaker, will be talking about that. But some of these installations, like Richard Lay's house and John and Kathy Steele's up on the upper right, and quite a few others, have had these in place for probably close to 20 years. And this is helping to heat the solar hot water, which will be the first topic today. The other topic, and this is where I find a lot of confusion, including an email I got today from somebody who should know better. When people talk about solar collectors, there are two very differing types, and that you're all going to learn about today. The first one helps to heat water and can also heat air for space heating. But primarily, we'll be talking about hot water. This is called photovoltaic or PV or solar electric. Basically, it converts the energy of the sun into electricity, and you'll be hearing all about that from Doug in a moment. Those are the two major topics today, and first of all, I'd like to introduce Steve Dick. Steve, I mentioned, just did an installation. He just finished 2 days ago in my own greenhouse. It's actually under the glass. It's unconventional. It's something that Richard Lay and I cooked up as an experiment, but we won't go into the details of that. He'll be talking about more conventional installations. He tells me that he was bitten by the solar bug some 12 years ago, He's the owner of Guelph Solar Hot Water, and before working in the renewable energy industry, he worked as an industrial manager in engine development for Exova, which is the home of the National Solar Test Facility. And current projects include the Guelph Wellington Hospice and Loyola House at Ignatius Jesuit Center. So Steve Dick.